Jeep Gladiator Door Lock Blackout. Well, good morning everybody. How are you today? A little foggy here it looks like. Just a little show of how humid it is here today. Anyway, I've been looking for a way to black out these Jeep Gladiator door locks. You can see right here, right? And I finally found a way. I actually didn't find it. 1 or 2 or maybe 10 of the subscribers on the channel actually suggested doing it the way that I'm going to do it. So we're going to pull the Jeep inside out of the, I know it's overcast, but man, it's still hot out here and very humid. So we're going to pull the Jeep inside the garage, and I'm going to show you what I've got to black out the door locks on the Jeep Gladiator. Okay, it's getting hot out here. Had to go to the headband. Let me show you what I've got. Got it down here on the workbench here. We'll do a little quick opening, I guess, of the product. It comes from Etsy, actually. I got these on Etsy. So you'd have to search over on Etsy if you wanted to find them. Let's see what we have in the bag here. We have instructions. That's pretty cool. Nobody sends instructions anymore. And then the product itself, right here. These, of course, are supposed to go over the door locks. Now, let's take a quick peek. I haven't opened these, as you guys can see. I think they're hermetically sealed in there. Let's go ahead and cut this open. Good packaging, I'll say that. Wow. Okay. And they are just simple covers, as you guys can see. Nothing special about them. Let's take a look at the directions. So another piece. Oh, apparently when I cut this open, I cut the directions off. So let's take a look at the directions. I'll put them back together because I'm curious as to what the directions actually say. It says, Jeep JL JT snap caps, thank you for your purchase. We hope you get many years of enjoyment. These are made using a 3D printer. So these are 3D printed. Check that out. Pretty cool. 3D printed process with ABS plastics, so they should hold up to the elements. That's cool. If your order included 3 caps, blah, blah, blah. Mine didn't because I only have 2. Let's see, it says if you want added security, you can add double-sided tape or a flexible glue. I may add some tape in here so that they don't pop off. I think that's a good idea. Please note, these are given a rough sand and then wet sanded to help give a smooth finish, which they are. They are bare plastic if you choose, for you to choose your look and to cut manufacturing costs too, no doubt. Users are generally going to do one of 2 things. Apply a plastic protectant, which I would never do, or paint to match the body color, which you could do, but I will not. To paint, you should lightly clean them first with rubbing alcohol, then a primer coat, then body color, and finally a clear coat. So there you go. There's the instructions. I'm not going to do anything other than use them as they are because I want the black accenting on the truck. So I am going to put a little bit of double-sided tape under here just to make sure that they don't fly off. I don't know that they would, but we're going to find out how they fit right now. This should just be a simple one-handed install. I believe they're just held on via pressure, and they would be. I'm not going to go ahead and push it all the way on yet because, like I said, I am going to put a little bit of double-sided tape on there, but I can tell by just putting them up there that they are held on via pressure. So let me go ahead. I'm just going to put a little double-sided tape, probably a little piece on each side here, so that I contact somewhere on the edges here. I'll clean these off as well so that I get good adhesion, just to make sure I don't lose these. Now, obviously, if you use your locks for some reason, I'm not sure what you would use them for, to be honest. Maybe you wouldn't want to put the double-sided tape on. You just want to pop them on so you can pull them off easily. I never use mine, ever. So as far as I'm concerned, they can be on there permanently. I did go ahead and put some double-sided tape on. You guys can see right there. I know I had said I was going to put 1 on each side and try to hit the sides of the lock. Instead, I decided to go just right down the middle because it indents a little bit there on the lock itself. and I thought this will take up the space and maybe adhere there better. I did go ahead and clean the locks off with water just to get the dirt off, and then I wiped them down with some rubbing alcohol so that we can get good adhesion on the surface. Let's go over and put these things on. Okay, here we go. Got the tape off, got it all cleaned up. The moment of truth, and I'm going to try to line it up just for kicks. With the tape going up and down like the lock goes up and down. I don't know why, no big deal. Here we go. Let's go ahead and snap it on there. Gonna hold it for a couple seconds just to make sure my tape actually adheres. And I guess it does matter a little because I know at least which way the tape is running. So twist it a little, doesn't really twist, that's cool. Okay, let's do the driver's side, same thing. Gonna try to put it on with the tape up and down to match the slit for the lock there. Again, no particular reason, just for kicks. There we go. Does fit on there firmly. I like that. Again, I don't know that you really need tape. I'm only doing that just for an overabundance of caution, I guess, to make sure that you know, it doesn't blow off, or maybe somebody grabs the handle, or maybe prying fingers come up and for some reason want to try to pull it off. You know, who knows? People do crazy things. So let me hold this again for a few seconds here, and then we'll come on and take a final look at the other side. Both sides are done. You guys will have to let me know. You can see it over my shoulder there, right? There's a little sneak peek, I guess, as to what it looks like from a little bit of a distance. Let's take a little closer look. I mean, obviously they do stick up. I'll say that right off the bat. I don't know if that would draw too much attention or not. It could be a little more curved here, a little more low profile, I guess. But for me, having that there as opposed to having the chrome beaming and shining on the side, because, you know, I am a big anti-chromist. I think it's a definite improvement. Actually adds a little bit of dimension to the door, I suppose. You know, these big, long, flat door areas. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. It's very simple. Didn't cost a fortune. Again, I got them on Etsy. If you just go to Etsy and search, I think Jeep lock cover, something like that, you should be able to find them if you're interested. But that's it. I think they're pretty cool. I'm happy with it. Pretty simple install. So simple, they almost install themselves. Anyway, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of my little door handle mod here. Have I gone too far? Is my obsession with chrome removal just too much? Let me know, I'd be curious. Also, real quick, if you haven't before, and you're interested, check out my other channel. It is Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma, right back here. Don't forget to click that notification button so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.